What is going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I wanted to talk about Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has been most recently in the news because a fourth woman has been confirmed to be another baby mother of his. She had a child by him, and it was confirmed. It was recently confirmed, and she's seeking $10,000 a month in child support for one child. Her name is Kimberly Kaylee Baker. Now, Tyreek Hill, for whatever reason, over the last 2 years has been going crazy because not only has he fathered a child with this woman while he's in a relationship right now. He's in a relationship right now with a woman by the name of Kita Vaccaro. Now, they've had their issues. Apparently, it was reported that he tried to divorce her late last year. Then he denied and said that it was his lawyer's fault. Well, it's all his fault, the fact that he has these 4 baby mamas that we're going to get into. And also, his current woman is pregnant, and she's going to be delivering their first child together. See, I don't know what happened when Tyreek Hill went to the Miami Dolphins, because as soon as he went to the Miami Dolphins, I believe his first year was in 2022, he's been wilding out. Before he got to the Miami Dolphins from the Kansas City Chiefs, he had 3 children by one woman. Her name is Crystal Espina. Did I pronounce her name? Now, Crystal was a woman that he had been dating from 2014 to 2019. They met while he was at the University of Oklahoma State, and he actually proposed to marry her. She was his fiance. Then they broke up, I believe, in 2019. And there was a situation that occurred while he was with her that could have cost him his NFL career, but it didn't. He was able to go on and continue his career with the Kansas City Chiefs. And he then ended up with the Miami Dolphins. He's been with the Miami Dolphins since 2022. Now, I got into Kimberly Kaylee Baker being one of his newest baby mothers, but let's get into the other one. We talked about Crystal. She has 3 children by him. So that's 4, right? That's 4 children. So let's get into Brittany Lackner. She has been declared another baby mother. And apparently, she had a child that was born February of 2023. And she wanted compensation. Apparently, they came to some sort of agreement. She wanted more than $2,500 a month. So they must have settled on some number, but she wanted more than that. So let's get into the other baby mother. So Crystal makes 3. She's a 3rd baby mother. Let's see. Yeah, 5 children. So let's get into Camille Vollman. Okay, she's another woman in her early 30s. She's been confirmed as a mother of his son. And that has been confirmed as of last year. That has been confirmed. And also his current wife being pregnant with the child. So that's about 7 kids there. Now, Tyreek Hill did an interview where he was asked about that, basically like, yo, you out here making all these kids. And he didn't really give a reply, right? Which leads me to speculate there might be more children out there. You got to remember, Tyreek Hill is still in his early 30s. He's still living in Miami, playing in Miami. I have no doubt he may end up with more children outside of his marriage. And it's very clear to me that the woman that is with him for money, because any woman that actually cared about herself and had self-esteem would not be with Tyreek Hill. She's with Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill is a current NFL player. If Tyreek Hill was a retired NFL player, she would have been done left him. But because he's still in the league, she values that. I told y'all, these women do not leave until that man is completely out of the league, because they don't want him bringing some other woman to these games and parading her around. And she's at it, taking selfies with his jersey on. Like, she don't want that. She want to be in that situation. So she's willing to be with a man that has fathered multiple children in the last year or two. In the last year, she don't care as long as she is with him and she's, I guess, numero uno. She doesn't care. And there are women like this. This is her choice. But when y'all break up with each other, you can't use cheating as a reason for leaving. You've put up with all types of cheating. And also, apparently, it may have had some issues. He tried to divorce her, according to paperwork that he denied, said that his lawyers are the ones that did that. I'll tell you this right now. Once she has your child, Tyreek, she's not going to leave that marriage empty-handed, because that was an opportunity for you to leave the marriage and her not really get much, because y'all hadn't really been married that long. But the fact that you're going to have a child with her now, and the thing is, these guys know better. These guys know better. Maybe the thing that kept them together was the fact that she was pregnant. Now, the interesting thing is that her brothers played in the league. At least one of her brothers played in the league. And maybe she's used to being around athletes in her family. She's with Tyreek, and maybe some things just don't bother her. But that's at least what she's saying. These women care about being girlfriends and wives of current professional athletes. They see it as a status symbol, so they're willing to stay there. But Tyreek Hill is a guy that doesn't understand that all this child support is going to catch up with him. It really is. And yeah, it's all fun and games until you get your last NFL paycheck and you realize that you're out of the league, and the lifestyle that you were leading is just, it's not going to work. This is a man whose house burnt down. This is a man that was sued. I did a video on it. He was sued by an Instagram model for intentionally hurting her during a football drill because she said that she embarrassed him, so he wanted to get some get back. And this was a woman he invited to his house. He had family there, and she claimed that he had intentionally hurt her during a football drill and broke her leg. And she sued him. She didn't even sue him for that much money. You know why? Because if given another opportunity, she would hang around with him again. And the funny thing is that woman's a single mother. I just think that, Tyreek is a guy that's going to do what he wants to do. But bro, you can't be just having all these kids. At some point, it's going to financially wreck you. Now, he's not paying I believe he's not paying a ton of child support for the children. I know Crystal, the ex-fiance who he has 3 children by, he's paying about $13,000 a month for all 3 children. But at some point, the child support is going to add up. If you're paying this woman $13,000 for 3 children, then you're paying this one a little under $10,000, this one a little under $10,000, look, this one, it's going to add up. He's probably paying close to $30,000-$40,000 right now for child support. Bro, that adds up. When you're retired, because you got to understand, you're going to be paying that until those children are 18. Some states you have to pay child support to the child is 21. And it just seemed like Tyreek is very reckless. And again, I have nothing against Tyreek, but I'm speaking the truth. This guy has had a lot of issues going on over the years. I don't know, it's just something about Kansas City wide receivers. Even though he's no longer in Kansas City, but he was drafted by them. It just seems like, these guys don't think long term. They think short term. They getting around all these women that they find attractive. They're having unprotected relations with these women, and they're getting these women pregnant. And they don't even think about the fact that, I could pay child support if I get her pregnant. They don't care. As long as they're able to sleep with these women, they don't care about the consequences. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are consequences. When you are stuck paying 10 children that they claim that you have, I haven't found any evidence of 10 children. I only found evidence of 6 and a 7th that he's going to have. Only found evidence of him having close to 7 children, but I can see that number growing because this guy doesn't care. He really don't. And bro, the courts ain't gonna care either. They're not gonna care about your financial situation. They're gonna look at your net worth and they're gonna say, hey, you can afford it. You can afford it. That's all they're gonna care about. They take resources from men and they give it to women who've never earned it. Tyreek, you're self-made. You went to Oklahoma State. You made it into the NFL. You've made something of yourself, and you're going to throw it away by having children, being reckless and having children with women that you're not even with. Now, your first fiance that you had your 3 children by, okay. But these other women that you had children with over the last year, this dude got to Miami and went crazy. Some players shouldn't go to Miami because they end up in these situations where they're having all these children. I don't know if it's just he's meeting these women and he just can't help himself. Well, you need to help yourself. Why don't you just be single? Because it seems to me that even though you've gotten a little bit older, it just seemed like you still want to go out here and sample and do these things. You might as well not even be married. I believe you tried to get out of your marriage. I believe you tried to get out of your marriage and you couldn't. And you stayed with her. And I just feel like a guy like Tyreek Hill does not have the right people around him, because I can see him having more children, because apparently he didn't even answer the question when asked about that, because I believe there could be more children out here, more paternity suits. Maybe he's already paying them off. But bro, if it ain't child support, you better not be paying it, because those women, whatever they're receiving from you, they can still go to court and say, I haven't received a dime, even though he's been paying her under the table. These women not gonna care, bro. A lot of times these guys think they have these women under their thumb for right now. But what happens when she wants more? These women don't want to be a secret no more. They want everybody to know that you had a child with them. They don't want to be secrets anymore. And I wish these athletes understand this. And you need to protect yourself and what you built. But a lot of these guys don't care about that. It's just going out here and messing around with all these different women. That's all they seem to care about. Creating broken homes. Tyreek Hill is creating broken homes. You can say, I say the same thing with Nick Cannon, but those women are willingly having those children with him. They don't care. I mean, maybe he's paying them good, whatever, right? But they don't understand how much they've sabotaged their own dating life. I don't want to hear no excuses from women who have unprotected relations with these men and then wonder why nobody wants a single mother. You made the choice to have unprotected relations with them. Tyreek Hill made the choice to have unprotected relations with a woman that he's not in a relationship with, who can go to court and say, I want more and more child support. See, he doesn't understand this. He's not going to understand it until these women start playing hardball with him. And that can always happen. So let me know what's in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.